Good morning, my dear students, and a very warm welcome to all of you in this e-learning program. Friends, we are doing the revision, and in our today's revision session, we are doing chapter number 4, that is metals and non-metals exercise. Okay, so let's start on. Coming to the question A, that is very short answers, that is answer in one word. In that, the very first question, identify the type of element which are neither malleable nor ductile. Elements are basically classified into three types. They are metals, non-metals and semi-metals. Now those elements which are neither malleable nor ductile are non-metals. So the very first property, very first question's answer is non-metal. Non-metals are generally neither malleable nor ductile. Coming to the next question. Name a property which is common to the metals occurring near the bottom of the reactivity series. Which is the reactivity series? Try to recall. It is PSC Marcel hardly could make solid gold perfectly. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold. In that, the one which is at the bottom of the reactivity series, they are all the elements, metals, which are least reactive. Okay, they don't react with water, oxygen, while those at the top are highly reactive. So at the bottom, very common thing is they are least reactive elements. That is gold, silver. Coming to the next answer, third one. Name a metal that is kept under kerosene. You already know it is sodium. Coming to the next particular question. What type of reaction is taking place between copper sulfate and zinc plate? This you have already seen in your practical sessions. That is zinc, when it will react with copper, what will be formed? Why does this happen? This happens because zinc is more reactive element. So here it is. What type of reaction will take place? It is displacement reaction. Okay. Coming to the next question. An oxide of sulfur turns blue litmus into red. It is sulfur oxide. Now what is sulfur? Sulfur is a non-metal. All the non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. One more hint they have given. It is turning blue litmus to red. Now blue to red, that means that it is which type of compound? It is an acidic substance. So answer number 5 is, it is having which nature? It is acidic in nature. Okay, so this is about the very first part. Okay, please note down this, then we will move further. Quickly note down the very first 5 answers. I hope you have noted down the content. Now let us move further. Coming to the next short answers, that is answer in 10 to 15 words. Okay, so let's have a look at the given question. Classify the metals into, classify the following into metals and non-metals. So they have given us a few name of elements and we have to classify them as either a metal or a non-metal. So let's start on with the question. The very first one is iodine. Question B. This is the question, short question answers in that first one. Classify as a metal and non-metal. Very first name iodine is a non-metal. After iodine you are having lead. Lead is a name of a metal. What is the next name? Next name is carbon. Carbon is a non-metal. Then after carbon we are having sulfur. Sulfur is again a non-metal. Then aluminium. What is aluminium? It is a metal. After aluminium it is silicon. Silicon is coming under the category of semi-metals. It is neither metal nor non-metal. So here there are two things, metal, non-metal. Now let us, here silicon is a semi-metal, so it is not coming in the category of a metal or a non-metal. Moving to next question. What is meant by reactivity series of metal? Now what is the reactivity series? It is the arrangement of metals in the decreasing order of the reactivity in a vertical column. Okay, so reactivity series is the arrangement of elements in a vertical column in decreasing order of the reactivity. If we talk about some important points about the reactivity, then the most reactive elements, they are placed at the top, while in the bottom the least reactive elements are placed. The least reactive elements are kept in the bottom. Those which are having more reactivity, they will form the compounds quickly, and such metals are generally not found in the free state, they are formed in the combined forms. While less reactive, like gold and silver, they are found in the free state. They are found in free state. Okay, this is about the first two answers. Okay, first note down this, then we will move further. Quickly note it. Be quick in noting. So I hope you have noted it. Now let's move further on the next particular question. That is question number 3. Which is the next question? Let's see. Which of the following are acidic or basic oxides? When you want to judge any oxide as acidic or basic, what do you need to first keep in your mind? You need to keep in your mind whether they are metallic or non-metallic. If it is metallic, then it will be basic. If it is non-metallic, then it will be acidic. Coming to the question number 3, and that very first one is phosphorus pentoxide. What is phosphorus? It is a non-metal. So here, because phosphorus is a non-metal, we can say that its Oxide will be acidic. So here it is. Answer number. Next answer, third answer. Acidic or basic oxide. Phosphorus pentoxide. It will come as acidic oxide. Coming to the next particular question. Sulfur trioxide. Again, sulfur is what? It is a non-metal. So here we have in acidic. Coming to the next one. Sodium oxide. What is sodium? It is a metal basic oxide. Next, after sodium oxide, it is magnesium oxide. If we talk about magnesium, again, what is magnesium? It is a metal. So here we have the basic oxides classification. Next, mention one main use of each of the following. In that, very first one is copper. Copper, you know, it is used for making electrical wires because it is a very good conductor. Alright, coming to the next particular part. After copper, it is aluminium. Aluminium is basically used for making domestic utensils and alloys. Next, phosphorus. Phosphorus is used for making matchsticks. Next particular one, hydrogen. Hydrogen is used for manufacturing of vegetable ghee from vegetable oil. That is its basic use. As a fuel it is used. There are many uses of hydrogen in oxyhydrogen flame in welding. So these are its common uses. For the manufacturing of ammonia, so any one main use you can write. In welding. Alright. Next one, write the reaction of the word equations for the following reaction. That is reaction of magnesium with the boiling water. We know that whenever any metal is reacting with water, we get metal hydroxide and along with it hydrogen. So here magnesium, when it will react with water, what you will get? Magnesium hydroxide. we need to balance this equation. Okay. So note down the answer, then we'll move further on the long answers. Okay, be quick. So I hope you have noted it. Moving further on, the next particular question, third question, that is long answer type. In that, the very first one, mention some physical properties of metals. Okay, so let us mention few physical properties. This is main question C in that first one. Metals are malleable and ductile. You can explain them by using the example of aluminium and copper. Then metals have high boiling point. Metals are in solid state except mercury. They have very high density and high tensile strength. Metals are sonorous. That means they produce ringing sound when they are struck with another metal. Next is regarding their appearance. If we talk about their appearance, then most of the metals except gold and copper, they are silver gray in color, and copper is reddish brown and gold is golden yellow. Okay, so except copper and gold. All other metals are silver green color. Copper is reddish brown. While gold is golden yellow in color. Okay, so these are few very important. For 3 marks you need to mention minimum 6 physical properties. Next, more reactive metals, they occur in combined form, whereas less reactive metals, they occur as free metal in nature. Why it is like that? It is happening because of their property. More reactive metal will quickly combine with other element and they will form compounds very quickly. While those who are less reactive, they try to maintain in their free state, like gold, silver, they will not get combined with any other element and they don't have such tendency. So they are generally found in free state. Okay, so why more reactive metals are found in the combined forms? Because they are highly reactive metals. So the second answer, more reactive metals have high tendency to combine with other metals so they quickly form compounds. While less reactive metals like gold, silver don't have such tendency. So they do not form such compounds. Alright, this is about the answer number 2. Okay, do note down this, then we'll move further. So I hope You have noted it. Now let's move further. On the next particular answer. Next particular question that we are seeing is third one. Describe the reaction magnesium plus copper sulfate solution gives magnesium sulfate plus copper. We have to explain this. Magnesium metal when reacts with the blue colored solution of copper sulfate, metal displacement reaction occurs. More reactive metal that is magnesium displaces less reactive metal that is copper from its solution, which is copper sulfate solution. Because magnesium is more reactive, what will happen? It will displace the less reactive element, and when the magnesium is added, the blue color of the copper fades away. On adding magnesium. So this is how more reactive metal displaces less reactive metal, that is copper sulfate, from its solution. Next, what is meant by malleability? Name the most malleable metal. Property of the metal to hammer it and get converted into fine thin sheets, that is called as the malleability. Is called as malleability. The most common malleable element is aluminium. Along with aluminium, silver is also hammered. Okay, so most malleable metals are aluminium and silver. Now let's move on to the next particular answer, which is the next question. Mention one use of the following. Main uses. If we talk about all the uses here, okay, well, right. Phosphorus, it is used for manufacturing of matchsticks. Then phosphorus along with the matchsticks, it is also used for making rat poison. Okay, then further you are having about sulfur. Sulfur is used in the manufacturing of gunpowder, in vulcanization of rubber. Okay, first note down this, then we'll move further. Now I hope that you have written this answer. Okay, so the last answer is left out, pending after sulfur. I hope you have completed. If not, you can pause the button and note it down. Okay, let's move further. Sulfur we have already done. Next is the use of copper. We already know copper is generally used for making electric fires. It is also used in some of the very important alloys like making metals and all. So copper for making electric wires. Cables and in making coins and as an alloy with some other element. That means making alloy. Coming to the next particular part, uses of iron. Iron is very strong element. Metal, we should say, it is used mainly for making bridges, engine parts. Okay, so for construction basis. So that is the basic work of iron because it is having very high tensile strength. Next, aluminium. Aluminium is used for making domestic utensils, alloys, and for packing the food material. Domestic utensils, alloys, then for food packaging. These are few basic uses of aluminium. After aluminium, we are having hydrogen. Hydrogen is used for the manufacture of ammonia, for converting vegetable ghee into vegetable oil. Then hydrogen, it is used as a fuel. There are many uses of hydrogen, and we have already mentioned the use of hydrogen in question number 4. I hope you remember. So we are not repeating it. Next, take the odd one out. In take the odd one out, we are having the very first question. Question D, take the odd one out. In that, the very first one, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, arsenic and chlorine. In this, arsenic will come the answer. Why? Because arsenic is semi-metal. Then all are non-metals. I hope it is clear. Coming to the next particular answer. Dull, non-conductor, brittle, metal and non-metal. You can see other all are characteristics of non-metal, only metal is differing. Let's move further. Iron, zinc, magnesium, copper and sodium. Here if you think, if we talk about the rest, that is sodium, magnesium and all, if you just observe them, they are above the hydrogen in the reactivity series, while over here the least reactive element is copper. Reactivity series. Let's move further on the next answer. Sulfur, phosphorus, graphite, carbon. Here we can say all are non-metals, but amongst them graphite is good conductor. Okay, so here the answer is graphite because it conducts electricity. Rest all are insulators. It helps in the conduction of electricity. Next one, zinc oxide, sodium oxide, magnesium oxide and calcium oxide. Here it's a bit difficult. All that is calcium oxide, magnesium oxide and sodium oxide, they are soluble in water. Only zinc oxide is insoluble in water. This is a new one for you. Okay, note down this quickly. So I hope you have noted it. Let's move further. Define the following. There are three. Sonority. It is the property of metal to produce ringing sound on striking. Property of metal to produce ringing sound on striking. Coming to the next particular question. Second one is metal displacement reaction. More reactive metal displace less reactive metal from its solution. This reaction is called metal displacement reaction. Coming to the next one, galvanization. Now, galvanization, next is galvanization. It is a process in which thin layer of zinc or aluminium is coated over iron. So, when a thin layer of zinc or aluminium is coated over iron to prevent corrosion. What happens is it gets like protected from getting rusted, and that is what galvanization is. Okay, note down this quickly. So I hope you have noted it. Okay, with this the exercise gets over. That's all for the content of the day. I hope you have noted all the answers. Thank you so much for listening to me and have a very good day. Bye bye.